Wow. Sing 2, I did not see this one coming at all. Now, I'm generally not a huge fan of the Illumination movies. They just, I don't know. This is something about them. They feel very like cookie cutter, very market driven. You have to appeal to, mass audiences. You have to check all these boxes, for a family film kind of thing. So anytime I'm going into an Illuminations movie, I'm just like, there might be some funny stuff. It's gonna feel just very basic, and it's fine. It's, whatever. It's not gonna be the best, fun and most enjoyable thing to watch. Like, especially like the Minions and things like that. They just, I can't stand them. I cannot stand those things. And so the whole Despicable Me series, it's just none of that really clicks with me. I'm not a huge fan of it. But with Sing, I remember when Sing came out, I'm like, oh, that looks, that's got anthro characters in it and things like that. That'll be cool to see. And I, the same thing going into it, didn't have like a really high bar saying, okay, this is going to be like Zootopia levels of coolness or anything. And I was kind of right. I mean, it was fine. It was a totally fine movie. There were some funny moments and things. So there, you get some laughs out of it. But the whole movie, the whole thing with Sing, it felt very safe. They played it very safe. We have these relatable characters, and it just, it was fine, but it wasn't like, whoa, kind of thing. So when Sing 2 was coming out, I saw the trailers and I'm like, wow, they look really good, actually. But, the same thing with the trailer, they can show you all the good spots of the movie, and it's just, most of it's a snooze fest when you get there, kind of thing. So going into it, I was just like, just get ready for more Sing. It's gonna be animals and it'll be fine, but don't get disappointed if it's boring, So I had that going into it, and right off the bat, the way the movie starts, it just goes, and that was really weird. Like, I wasn't expecting the way it was, the pacing of it, because the first movie, they have to establish so much stuff that's going on, and it's just like, all right, we get it, kind of thing. And Sing 2 is just like, nope, we're doing a show and this and that and the other thing, and it's really good. It's really interesting. It keeps your attention. You are not bored at all with Sing 2, which was amazing, because there are some parts in Sing 1 that's like a slog to get through. No, Sing 2 it felt completely different compared to the first movie. Like, I don't even if it was the same people, or I don't know what. It just felt fresh. It was funny. Like, there were, with Illumination, they will do like these really corny jokes to the point where they're so corny that's the joke. Like, they're playing into it, being like, oh, look how corny this joke is. That's the funny part of it. And they like to do stuff like that, and it drives me crazy. And they don't do that really with Sing 2. It has like really like genuinely funny jokes that will pop up that you didn't even see coming. Like, they didn't even have any setup for it, and it's just like, whoa, like, and it actually gives you a laugh. It really, really is good, and the timing on jokes is so perfect. It's so spot on, and the pacing and the way they introduce these new characters is interesting. Like, nothing feels like forced or shoehorned in. It's so well written, like everything. And now I'm not just saying this because it's an anthropomorphic movie. It's very, very well done. It's handled like perfectly. I mean there are some parts that that have little holes and things, but it's fine. It is way better. I mean, and this is a rare situation where a sequel is actually better than the first, because every time they make a sequel now, or they're doing a reboot, and it's just going to be like, oh man, they're just They're just doing this to make more money, and they don't really care about, the property that they're working with. And that's what it feels like with some of these sequels, but not Sing 2. Sing 2, you can tell whoever was working on that film, they took the Sing franchise and they totally ran with it. They had a really good time with it. Like, everything about it is enjoyable. And it just totally caught me off guard, because this movie feels like it's outside the box of Illuminations. Like, I don't know if the people running Illuminations kind of, step back and let them just go all out, or I don't know what. It doesn't feel like a cornball Illuminations movie at all. And it's got this polish to it, almost like Zootopia-esque about it. It's really cool, because even the scope of the story is bigger than the first movie. So they have a bigger world to establish in this one. And it's good. It's really good. And the character design is beautiful. It's like, because that was another really hang up of mine, especially with Illuminations. Their character design on certain things is just off. I don't know what it is. It's just something that's off about it. And it's actually something I could see in the first Sing movie. It's just like, some of the characters just they don't really grab you, they're just like, and with Sing 2, of course, those characters have to be carried over to the new one, but there's new characters, there's new background characters and everything, and their designs are absolutely beautiful. They just explode onto the screen, and it's like, you get this like, whoa, like feeling when you see these new characters. It's that good. It's really that good. Now, I'm not saying that this is again, like Zootopia, Disney levels of anthropomorphism type of movie. But it's up there. It's way up there, higher than I expected it to be. Going into this. So yeah, it's really good. And there's highs and lows in the story, and they get really deep. Like they establish the deepness of what's going on in the story. There's the conflict. It feels true. It feels natural, and it just flows really, really good. So yeah, do not think that the trailer is just misleading you to watch a boring, crappy movie. It is not. Illuminations actually did an amazing, amazing job with Sing 2, and I didn't see this one coming at all, and I highly recommend checking out Sing 2. It's definitely good.